Hey guys, hope you are having an awesome day and hopefully you are staying kind of warm out there. I know it's very cold here. It was in the 20s most of the day today till it got to the afternoon and it kind of warmed up into like the 30s, but it has been very cold. Today I have an unboxing to do, actually a couple of small unboxings to do. I think 3 different packages, so we will jump right into it. If you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell notification so that way you know when I drop a video. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below, anything you'd like, and like the video please. So the first thing I got was some Loctite for the pivots and hardware. I've always used the liquid, but I wanted to give this a shot because I was sick of messing with the liquid. The only thing I've heard about this stuff is that it can dry out on the top. So I'm gonna have to see if there's a way to remedy that. But I got this right on Amazon. Kind of pricey, but I think a little bit goes a long way with that stuff. So it should. I know the little tubes of the liquid, they are messy, but they last forever. And I'm carrying my thick boy today from EMP EDC. It's got the black micarta scales. I eventually want to get some of them Zircuti or Mokotai scales for this someday. They cost almost as much as the knife, so that's kind of why I held off there when they came out. They are a little, for some scales, $200 and some dollars. They are a little pricey for me, just for the scales. And that might be how much they cost. I'm not complaining about the price. I'm just saying that that's a little over my budget. Alright. Next up, we have another package from Amazon. This, I think I know what this is. Yes. So we have a Cjrb. Can you guess what it is? Leave it down below. Can you figure out what it is? 3, 2. Ooh. This is the G10 Cjrb Pyrite. I didn't want to get the steel version. I know they have a steel version, but I figured I would go with the old school black G10 and the uncoated blade. Looks good. Cjrb normally does very well. I know my Feldspar button lock is awesome. Let's give this a flickaroo. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That is pretty nice. They put the Cjrb down there, which is what I would rather see than it out here, kind of like O-Knife and Cjrb, and a few others. Keep it off of the blade. Cjrb needs to just move their emblem here and be done with it, and they can keep the KB on the pivot. So this is the Cjrb Pyrite. It is in the AR RPM 9 steel. There. AR RPM 9. It is a drop point, and it is stone washed. Very well done. Very thin. Got some jimping there. I wish they'd run it out further, but it is what it is. Got a little choil there that you can get in. You don't want to choke up too much, I don't think, because you will get nipped right there if you go in too far, but for like the tip of the finger, you can get in there. I wish they would make that either bring it back for more blade or give me a little bigger of a choil area there, because I've done that before and it don't feel good where you choke up and squeeze and then the corner of the knife goes into your finger. But for the price of this knife, it's hard to complain about something minimal like that. The button is comfy. It is easily manipulated. Feels like it's a little dry maybe. Good action though. It's either a little, oh, I feel it now. There's a little grit in there. A little. It's got a good detent on it. For a button lock, that's got a hell of a detent on it. They are starting to figure out how to put a little more pressure on that blade, so that way it don't feel like it's just gonna fly open before you even go to open it. I guess I might as well bring it out quick, which I just did a video of this a few days ago. This is an exclusive from White Mountain Knives. This was the Cjrb Feldspar button lock. I think that was the first one they did. As you can see there, the Feldspar is quite a bit bigger. The blade is longer and the handle is longer, but I had no problem picking this knife up because of how well they did on this knife. Very good knife right here. They put a deep carry clip on it. They countersunk the screws there, so you should have no trouble getting it in and out of the pocket. Lots of room there, maybe even too much room. The clip feels pretty good. It's nothing premium about it. It's just a standard steel clip, but it looks like it will work just fine. Yeah, it slid in there pretty easily, and it will stay deep in the pocket. You will not see any of it due to the clip coming just over this hump, so you will not have any issues in or out of the pocket. The action is starting to break in, and it is very smooth. Very smooth, easy to thumb flick. My finger got in the way. easy to reverse flick. It's actually, you can wind up almost. Like I'm putting pressure, and then it kicks out. So this has a pretty pretty stout detent on it. Cjrb is impressive, impressing us again. This is a smaller knife. It's not going to be like the feldspar size, which is more of your full size style knife. This one's coming in with a just shy of a 2 3/4 cutting edge, and then about 3 1/16 on the total edge, or the total blade. And then the pocket clip comes here at 7 1/4. So it's not big, but it's not small either. That's what she said. Here it is with the thick boy. Got about the same handle length. And it's very close on the blade too. Very close. I don't typically have comparison knives, mainly what I carried and maybe if something's relevant. But there it is up against the beluga. This is the petrified fish beluga, full size. So I mean, you know, you got this big hefty knife here, looks really big, but when you compare it to something like that, it really isn't. It's bulkier and you got a lot more handle here, but as far as your blade, it's not far off. So I mean, you got a decent amount of edge there on this to really do some work. There is some milling in there on them scales. You can see it right there. They got like V pockets. So it's very light. Might as well go ahead and do that quick. .68 ounces. So you, for like ratio guys or whatever, this is perfect. It's light. It's got a 3-inch blade, you know, a 3-inch blade. It's just over 2.5 ounces. Cjrb did well on this. It's comfortable in hand. I can just get, you know, a squeezed 4-finger grip on there, which is fine because that's normally how I grab my knife anyways. I'll keep my fingers close together and tight. So that's not an issue for me. And if I wanted to do a looser grip, I still can hover on that little edge there. Choked up, lots of room. For, I forget what this cost. It couldn't have been more than 50 bucks. I'll see if I can remember. But why don't we test the edge and see what the edge is hitting for, and then I'll get you guys out of here. Boy, that is very sharp. That is sharp. They did excellent. They did excellent on that edge. From tip to finger groove or choil or whatever you want to say. Man, they did excellent on that thing. Yeah, that's well done. I was going to see if I could find the price for you guys quick. They do have another button lock coming out. I think it's about to come out here this month. I know I saw Wayne's World do a review on it, or what was it, an unboxing, I think, of it. This is, it's $59.99. So, but they got a 15% coupon on there. So, you're gonna be down closer to like the $50 mark. Maybe just over $50 for a button lock, ARPM 9, stonewash, deep carry clip, well done G10 handles. They're almost reminiscent of some of Spyderco's G10. Similar. It feels good. It's not too grippy, but it's not too smooth either. The button is well done. I would say this is an even better button than the Feldspar. The only thing I like about the Feldspar better is it's got them kind of like milling lines there. And I don't know. I think I like that a little better, but this looks cleaner. One thing I do really like that I just unboxed also is, look at that collar around the button that Vosti did. That is sweet. It's like a little button tube. That looks awesome. And this button lock is phenomenal. So I'm hoping more companies start incorporating that button tube, because it looks awesome. I mean, it looks clean here, but could you imagine that tube being on this? It would just add a little bit of spice to this bad boy. But that should do it, guys. It cut for under $60. This is gonna be a nice medium-sized EDC slicer. I am going to be taking this one to work and putting it through some of its paces, and we'll see how it does up against some of those materials, and we will do an update here, in a few weeks or couple months. We will see. But yeah, I did a short the other day. If you are looking for a button lock, go refer to that short, because there is, I don't know, probably 12 or 15 or maybe even more button locks in that short that you can choose from to get. And now this one, the Altus wasn't in that short because my fiance carries that knife, so she had that one at the time of me doing that. But that's another one also, which this is very similar to that Altus style, the Kaiser original. It's very similar to those knives. Let me see if I can. Did I bump the camera? Let me see if I can. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Sorry, guys. There is the original. Very similar. Touch bigger. The Altus is about this size, like right in between, if not very close to the original. But it is the year of the button lock. If you are new here, it is the year of the button lock, and I think we will be seeing a lot more button locks also in 2023. Alright guys, I will get you out of here with that. That is the new Cjrb Pyrite in G10. I really like it. I think this is going to be a nice little slicer. We will find out though, and I will keep you updated. You guys have a good night, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.